Hi guys, and welcome to Escape with Watch Views. My name is Steve, and today we're going to be reviewing the Watchdives WD0003. I received this watch for free. I don't have to send the watch back, but you guys know the deal by now. No matter how I get a watch in for review, you're always going to get my honest opinion every single time. And if you do want to pick one of these watches up by the end of this review, down in the video description, as always, will be a link. That is an affiliate link, so if you do use that link, you're not paying any extra. I just earn a little bit of commission. It's a free and cheap and easy way for you guys to help support the channel. So I really do appreciate the continued support. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And we are approaching 20,000 strong. So yeah, just simply amazing. Thank you guys as always. The retail price of this watch is $129 US. That's before any taxes, sales, or coupons. They do offer this in a stone dial aventurine, black or blue, and those are an extra $10 US. So just something to keep in mind. Also keep in mind, if you are in the US, we have these new tariffs, so that's fun. So yeah, this is going to cost you guys a little bit extra, but yeah, I still think for the value for money is actually pretty good with this one. The watch is available in this deep teal dial, as well as two versions of adventuring. The teal is out of stock at the moment, but more is coming very soon. The watch case is made of 316L stainless steel. It has a sapphire crystal with AR coating, screw-down crown, screw-down case back, 100 meters of claimed water resistance, Swiss BGW9 Lume on the dial and the hands, and the watch is powered by the Seiko VH31 sweeping quartz movement. So this watch has been getting a lot of hype on Reddit, and I can definitely see why. It's a great package for not a whole lot of money. I say we get into the full review, see if it's worth it for you guys. But before we do, doing a quick wrist check today, wearing another watch from Watchdives that I have that I need to review for you. This is the Thorn T011 Titanium IWC Porsche design homage. Actually a pretty cool watch. Now let's get the dimensions. We've got a case diameter of 38.1 millimeters, case thickness of 11.1 millimeters. We've got a standard 20 millimeter lug width, lug tip to lug tip of 45.7 millimeters, and sized up for my 7.5 inch wrist with one link removed. It weighs 120 grams. So I think the size on this is great. They kind of nailed it. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's going to fit a lot of wrist sizes. The short lug to lug and the female end links, they drop straight down, as you can see there. So yeah, this is going to fit a lot of wrist sizes. Nice and slim profile. And as you can see there, just a beautiful case profile. I mean, it just looks so good. Yeah, I've got no issues with it at all. Bracelet tapers to 16. And yeah, it's just a nice weight. It doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this watch wears. So I'm going to go outside right now and throw it on my wrist for you. Hey, here we are on my 7.5 inch wrist. And as you can see, I think it wears great. Maybe just a touch small on me, but I really cannot complain too much. Look at that turn down to the lugs, just hugs my wrist perfectly. Love all the little polished aspects of this case. I think the crystal is pretty good too. Usually under this oak tree, a lot of watches struggle. This one is actually pretty good. Got lots of nice light play off of the dial and the indices as well. So yeah, I was able to get a good fit on this one. But yeah, I think it just looks awesome. And here we are in some direct sunlight, and there you can really see the color of the dial. It's something that you really just have to see in person. It looks absolutely gorgeous. They just kind of nailed it. You can see direct sunlight there. No issue reading this thing. It's actually very legible, and I think it looked good. Let's go throw it on some straps, and let's get back to this review. And here we are on a Forstner bullet bracelet, and this is just kind of more of a proof of concept. I was able to get a okay fitment on the end links, but just if Watchdives could make a bracelet other than the just the 3-link oyster style, something like this would actually look pretty cool on this watch, I think. Just giving some thought to Watchdives. Nudge nudge. And here we are on a black sailcloth style strap. I'm going to leave the link for this one down below. It's actually pretty darn good for, I think I got it for like $7 or $8 on Alley, so actually pretty impressed with it. And here we are on a hemsuit leather strap. I'll leave the link for these down below. Great straps. This one is like a light brown leather. It's a big chunky strap, probably the thickest one I have, and it is barely hitting the case, so if you have some big chunky straps like this, you might just need to be a little careful so it doesn't chew up the strap, but I mean, it's just barely touching on this one. I think it looks pretty cool though. The brown and the teal. What do you guys think? And lastly, here we are on a Cincy Strapco SF2. So this is a double pass nylon strap. It's a very thin nylon strap, so it doesn't sit up too high or anything like that. I think it looks excellent on this watch. This is the strap I usually wear with my Adamascus, my Wise Adamascus, and it has kind of the same color dial, so I knew this one would look pretty good. It's kind of that dark grayish, maybe like a light tint of blue to it. So yeah, I knew this one was going to look good, and it definitely does. All right, let's go back inside and let's get back to this review. All right, so let's talk about the case finishing. So case finishing is a mixture of brushed and polished. And we're going to start on the bezel, the top surface of that bezel. It is flat there, and you can see it is a vertical brushing. It's nice and straight, nice and linear, very consistent. And then we have a nice polished chamfer here on the bezel. Again, looking really good. And then on the bottom edge of the bezel, you have a circular brushing there. So it's nice they have an alternating finishing throughout this entire watch here. Tops of the lugs are vertically brushed, as you can see there. Looking really nice, matching the bracelet just perfectly. Very nice high polished chamfer. Looking extra crispy. I mean, just getting up real close. This is kind of where some brands start to fall apart, is when you get up this close. And you know, it definitely does not hold strong here. And you can tell even at a distance that that's a nice crisp line there. So really happy with that. Flipping it to the crown side here, screw down crown with the Watchdives Trident logo. And then you got a nice horizontal brushing along the case sides here. And then you have this nice chamfer on the bottom side of the case there. So this is a very soft and comfortable watch to wear. Yeah, I'm really happy that they're starting to, I mean, they've always been paying attention to what the customers are asking, but, you know, we're asking for stuff like these bottom chamfers here, and they're giving them to us. So really happy with this case. I mean, just look at that side profile. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible, and the finishing on this watch is just, I mean, it's right up there next to San Martin, in my opinion. So really happy with that. Flipping it to the case back here, you have a simple screw down case back. It's sterile, but simple notches there for a tool. No sharp edges or anything like that on the bottom of this. Again, just a super comfortable watch to wear. So really happy with the case finishing on this watch. All right, let's talk about the crystal. First things first, we'll test it for sapphire. It is positive for sapphire. So we have a double dome piece of sapphire crystal here. Show you the profile of it. It's a pretty low double dome, as you can see there. Sits above the bezel just a little bit. There's a polished chamfer around the outside of it. I mean, it's a nice crystal. It looks really good. It's kind of hard to show these off on camera. The camera wants to pick up all the little reflections, but in real life, the crystal is great. It's got clear anti-reflective coating. It's a good crystal. Yeah, got no real complaints on it. All right, let's get up real close and we will talk about the dial. And the dial is definitely the star of the show on this watch. It is absolutely beautiful. It's that, like they say, they call it deep teal. I think that's really good. I mean, it is just a very nice deep teal color. You can see it is also kind of a fume effect. It's not as apparent under my studio lights as it is in person, but you can definitely see when I tilt it at an angle here. It is a fume dial, so it kind of fades to a really dark teal or almost black at the edges there. Then you have a black chapter ring around the outside, sloped and brushed. It looks really good. Everything seems to be aligned nicely as well. Applied indices at all the hour markers. You have this double index here at the 12 o'clock position. It looks good. And then single batons everywhere else. Simple 100 meters down here at the 6 o'clock position. Nice and crisp. It doesn't get muddled by the texture on the dial. Same with the Trident logo there at the 12 o'clock position. Everything looks very nice. The handset that they chose, it is a faceted handset, so always catching the light at the right angles. Kind of a fence post style minute hand and hour hand there. Really nice length on them too. They're nice and bold. And then the second hand here with a pretty cool counterbalance. Just a simple seconds hand, but really nicely done. Good length on all those. Proportion wise, I think the dial, they just nailed it. That color is absolutely gorgeous though. Hopefully my review can kind of show it off better, but it's very dynamic. It changes depending on how the light hits it. You can definitely see there's kind of like a pattern to the texture, depending on the way the light hits it. I kind of get these little streaks that kind of go from the bottom left to the top right. But yeah, I mean, it is just a really cool, I mean, just look at that pattern there. Very, very cool. The indices, they all are multifaceted as well, so they kind of catch the light and sparkle. And I mean, it's just a very, very nice dial. They did a good job with it, and even the lume is pretty good on this watch. So I'm going to pop it up against a couple other watches in the collection. Watches that are very similar in design to this watch, but varying prices. So the Chronos and the Erebus, they are excellent as far as the lume goes. This one's not quite as good as those, but still the BGW9 holds on strong. It's evenly applied. It's that ice blue glow, which I love. And yeah, I mean, it's just a really good lume application on this watch. It's not the best, but far, far, far from the worst. And it's definitely usable for at least most of the night. All right, so let's talk about the movement inside. So the movement inside is the Seiko VH31 sweeping quartz. So 4 ticks of the second hand every second. I love this movement. I've had it in so many watches and never had an issue with them. They're, estimated at plus or minus 20 seconds per month, but they've always been more accurate, like 3 seconds a month. So really happy with the accuracy, really happy with the battery life. I haven't had to change a battery on these yet. They are just really, really good movements. And there are no date movements too, so you don't have a ghost date position. It's operated by this 3 o'clock screw down crown here. So you pull it out to the first position, and that should hack the movement right away. This is where you set your time. Everything functions exactly as it should. The alignment, bang on, just perfect. So yeah, really happy with these movements in general. They feel good. They're not super loose or anything like that. This one's got nice solid crown action as well. The screw in and screw out action should be very good. This one here, it's just a little bit gritty, but not too bad. But yeah, really, really happy with the movement on this watch. All right, getting to the bracelet. So the bracelet is the typical Watchdives 3-link oyster style bracelet. They're not bad. They're not great. It's definitely serviceable, better than what you get from like Pagani Design, but not quite as nice as what you get from, Chronos or San Martin or anything like that. So 3 solid links, solid end links, female pivot end links. You do get quick release spring bars on this version, which is awesome. Absolutely love that. The fluidity of this one, it's been okay. There's one link in here somewhere. I can't think of where it is. It's right here. This one right there. That pivot point there does get hung up on itself. But I've had so many of these bracelets, and for the most part, they're all pretty darn good. So yeah, I think if this one just needs a little bit of an oil bath or something like that. The bottom edge is fine. It doesn't pull hair or anything like that. Working our way to the clasp, it's our typical Watchdives clasp. This one can get swapped out for the on the fly clasp if you want to, but I decided not to. I was able to get a good fit on this one. 5 levels of micro adjust, and again, it's just your typical Watchdives clasp. So you got your Trident logo there, brushing on the top, matching the bracelet and the case perfectly, brushing on the sides, and a nice polished chamfer. So design-wise, it flows. I think size-wise, this is the right one to go with. So yeah, really happy with this clasp, fully milled on the inside. Everything is nice and tight in here, so it opens and closes exactly like you would expect it to. This one here, I've noticed I don't know if they switched manufacturers, but this bottom edge is definitely a little sharper than I'm used to with these clasps. So yeah, just something for Watchdives to consider. This back edge is fine. All the other edges and corners seem to be knocked down fine. It's just that bottom edge right there for some reason on this version, just a little bit sharper than I'm used to from Watchdives. So yeah, overall, I think the bracelet is fine. I don't know if I mentioned it. It's 20 millimeters and it tapers down to 16 millimeters. And I had to remove one link for my 7.5-inch wrist. So yeah, I think the bracelet itself is actually pretty nice. The finishing on it looks good and it matches the case perfectly. The end links are nice and tight in there, and they integrate with the case just wonderfully. Just look at that. I mean, just pretty much just perfect. Can't get much better than that. So yeah, as a overall package of the bracelet, I think it's very, very serviceable and usable, and what I expected at this price point. Yeah, like I said in my wrist shots, I would like to see them do just something a little bit different. Put some chamfers on this bracelet on the outer links or something, just something to spice it up a little bit. I'm getting a little bored of the 3-link bracelet, so just something for them to consider. So there you go, guys. That is the Watchdives WD0003. If you're in the market for a go anywhere, do anything, kind of grab and go watch, I would highly suggest this one. You're getting a really cool movement with the sweeping quartz there, really nice dials. The case finishing and the case in general on this watch is just really, really nice. The bracelet is good, the crystal is good, the lume is good, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy this watch when you get it. So yeah, that's kind of my take on the watch and my review. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.